Hello guys. In an earlier video, we discussed about how to print out the multiplication table of a number. We did for 2 actually. So in this video, what we are going to do is that we are writing a program which is able to print out multiplication table of any number to a given limit. So it is very easier to write this code once we know the for loop that we discussed in the earlier video. So all we have to do is that introduce two more variables and set the for loop according to that variables. So first what we have to do is that we have to eliminate this piece of code which is a sample code in this compiler, and we will be initializing our variables or declaring our variables. So m m is for multiplication factor, n is for the limit, then I, that is the iterating variable, and p for the product. So with a semicolon I am going to end that line of code. And here we have to get an we have to give an input prompt. So cout, enter the multiplication factor. Okay, so in the next line we have to receive that input. So we have to use the opposite of this thing, so it will be like this. Then we have to receive, so the variable for multiplication factor is m, that we can choose any variable. Actually I am just using m here. Then in the next line again for the limit, enter the limit, and again we have to receive that input, so this would be n. Now the rest is same. We have to start a for loop. Let's initialize I is equal to 1. There is no change in that. Here there is a change, I lesser than or equal to n. Actually we need the multiplication factor up to n number, say 10 or 20. So that is, we have to give this condition, I lesser than or equal to n. Then I plus plus, there is no change in that as well. Then starting and ending curly brackets, and in between the curly brackets we have to write the code or expression for multiplication. So P for product is equal to I into M, the multiplication factor. Then now we have to print out this result in an orderly or structured manner. So for that, cout I into, here we will have to give n, not n, sorry, m. M is equal to, sorry, equal to P, and cout for breaking into the next line, backslash n. So this is our code. Now let us run and see whether it works or not. So now the program is being compiled. So there is an error expected. Okay, so we forgot to keep a semicolon here. So now it should be work fine. Okay, so yeah, multiplication factor, let's give 2, then enter, then the limit will give 20. Okay, so now we got our results. Yeah, it is correct actually. So we'll do it again once more. We'll run the code again. Multiplication factor, let's say 100, and limit also 100. So yes, our program works. So this is how we take an input and process the input to print a multiplication